Okay. Everything good? Everything live? Streaming? Good, good, cool, cool. So this is Layers of Fear 2023. I have played the original game and Layers of Fear 2, enjoyed 1, not so much 2. This one is supposed to combine the two and expand everything and have more experiences. So this isn't a one-for-one remake, which I'm perfectly okay with. As far as the game itself goes, Layers of Fear 1, I'd say probably the best part about it was its atmosphere, which, because in horror games, atmosphere is a lot, and that game's atmosphere was incredible. So I just hope that this game can match, if not exceed it. Since it is using Unreal Engine 5, it is a whole new big thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. Looking forward to it, so it's a good going. So, Layers of Fear contains content that some players might find disturbing or triggering, including depictions of aggression and violent language, like fuck, domestic and child abuse slash neglect, unsettling childhood imagery. Oh, you want to go into child abuse slash neglect? Look up Genie, feral child. Unsettling childhood imagery, such as dispersed or dismembered or possessed dolls and disarrayed childhood belongings. Unsettling depictions of human-like figures, i.e. mannequins. Layers of Fear 2 is hardcore on that one. Blood and blood-like substances, fire, visual depictions of severe bodily injuries, i.e. burns, alcohol and alcohol abuse, audible and visual hallucinations, demonic imagery, rats, dogs. Wait, why would I be concerned about rats or dogs? I mean, rats maybe. Confined spaces, and the sensation of being trapped or chased, depression, self-harm, and suicide. If you are sensitive to any of these themes or have a history of experiencing similar difficulties in the past, please use caution when playing and consider whether this game is appropriate for you. In the event you find yourself having a negative reaction to this content, please remember you can pause or stop the game at any time and take breaks as needed. Okay, your mental health matter. Okay. So here's the thing. Oh yeah, I'm still wearing gloves by the way. So we'll quick about the gloves in case you see them. I had a rash in my palms some time ago, and so I started wearing gloves in case it was like contagious or some shit. But now, at this point, it honestly feels uncomfortable to hold a controller without gloves now, so I just kind of do it. So there we go, wearing gloves. And yes, I cut off the two fingers because it's too restrictive. So yeah, you'll see me doing that. Anyway, though, so here's the thing, though, game. I appreciate this like mental health advisory, warning, caution. Here's the thing though, as evidenced by the rest of my channel here, I've played fuck tons of horror games. I played Outlast, I played Amnesia, all this shit. Like, I will be surprised to hell. Like, I have no doubt that it has all this shit in it, but I will be surprised to hell if it is worse than other shit that I played before. Just saying. I feel like I feel like an advisory like this is either A, a legal precaution, B, just for the fuck of it, like to make themselves sound cooler, or C, um, for some person who's never played a video game before in their lives. Either way, though, thing is, this was made by Bloober Team, still, like the original one was. Layers of Fear 2 wasn't, but Layers of Fear was. And I have complete and utter faith in Bloober Team because everything they've made, from Layers of Fear to The Medium, and there's a few others, but I forget all of them now. But everything they've made, I've been impressed by. So I have faith in Bloober Team. And this is my first time doing a Bloober Team horror game with visuals, meaning this. So we'll see how well this plays out. Anyway, press any button to proceed. I will do so now. Subtitles. Show subtitle? Absolutely. When it comes to subtitle size, I certainly prefer it to be like, as in, like, I prefer it when it says like medium if it actually displays the actual letters themselves. Background opacity, I don't give a fuck. Background color, head bobbing. Oh, by the way, I should mention one thing too now. You may hear me say "fuck you" a lot during this playthrough. Reason why: whenever something startles the shit out of me in a video game, in a horror game specifically, I tend to tell whatever startled me to fuck itself. So just so that's clear. Drag on. Use a button press for draggable, like opening doors. This option excludes button press. Nah, I want to hold that bitch. Text transcription. I'm cool with all that. Safe mode off. Safe mode to prevent enemies from killing. Actually, now here's the thing. By the way, if you don't care about this, I would make a timestamp, but I can't. If you don't care about this whole introduction, feel free to skip to gameplay. Yeah, that was actually one criticism from the first game, is that you can't really be killed. It's on rails. And while that was somewhat of a thing with it, I was fine with it because it didn't last too long. It was just a perfect length for what it was. Giggity. Flashlight toggle instead of on button on button hold. Toggle. No, yeah, I want to have it toggled. Sensitive content warning. Show warning with sensitive content. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Except settings. Oh, that's the same shit I was just doing. Wait. I'm just making sure everything's right. This is my experience, you know what I'm saying? And any viewers too, but... Okay. So, all good. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Layers of Motherfucking Fear 2023, here we go. Oh. HDR calibration, never mind. Not yet. I honestly couldn't care less about any of this. I'm cool with it. Let's go.
I once had it all. My palate was sated, nostrils stimulated, standing venerated. And one day, you took everything away but shame and pain. I'm still not sure what game you're playing.
Layers of Fear.
But I'm back. I'm taking what's mine.
10 years earlier. Rider Story, Chapter 1. Well, already with the nice piano hymns, that was one thing I greatly appreciated in the original. Speaking of, the original took place in a mansion, but the mansion would change and shit. Number 2 took place, I believe, on a ship. So we'll see if this one takes place in a lighthouse or some shit.
It made me think of your poem. Congratulations.
Something important. Collect an item. What year does this take? What year does this game take place? Okay. Okay. The good old Amnesia style shit. I see. Wait, where am I? Can't see outside the fucking window. So far it's not very, fuck that shit. So far it's not very horror-y, but at the same time, the first one wasn't either, not until a little bit in. But then again, any good horror game, like, will actually provide ambiance. and lead up and follow through. Not just bullshit jump
Dear,
scares.
congratulations once again on winning our competition. Let us repeat, your submission astonished us, and we are delighted to welcome you in our hermitage. Make yourself at home. The whole lighthouse is at your disposal.
What? So what, a fucking I was about to give praise to that, you know? Like, oh, I guess I don't need to narrate these damn things myself, but I guess that's weird, whatever. A boat will arrive once a week with supplies, and if you need anything, there's a phone on the premises. Wishing you a fruitful and inspirational stay, the manager. Well, the management. Yeah, because this guy's a writer. I'm actually a writer too, technically.
The author of the winning essay will receive an opportunity to write the book on the subject in our lighthouse, accommodated especially for this purpose.
Writing competition. The agency invites all interested writers to turn in their essays concerning the life and work of the most mysterious and tragic figures in the history of art. Submissions will be open until illegible. I don't know why the fuck it's like narrating some of the shit but not all of it though, but whatever.
Huh? Whole lighthouse is at your disposal. My ass.
Alright, asshole.
Hello?
I received the word that you came to the lighthouse. You find everything to your liking.
Well, that was fast. Yeah, I'm here.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Now, are you writing?
What?
You must understand, Mrs., it is imperative that you start your work as soon as possible. I will remind you that you signed a contract. Now, it is very specific on the timeline. I would advise you abide by it. Goodbye.
I understand that phone call is intended to be ominous.
That was a conversation I was too sober for.
Yeah, I understand it's supposed to be ominous, but here's the thing about it. Like I said, I do some writing myself, and I will tell you this. I'll mention this. Okay. Writing, if you have a certain timeline, do not micromanage a writer. The flow comes and goes as it does. Happens to me too. I've never had writer's block, but I have had the flow just leave me temporarily, right? When I say temporarily, people are like, that's writer's block. No, but I mean just like if I'm writing for 5 straight hours, it will just leave me, and I have to take a break for like 6 hours before I can write again. You know, that's what I mean. Like, the flow comes and goes as it does. You can't tell somebody, hey, start writing now, unless you don't want the best quality writing. So, like, if you want to give a writer a timeline, that's fine. Like, every publisher ever will do that. But don't micromanage them. Let them do it as they do it, as they see fit on their own time, and they will meet the schedule, and they will meet the timeline. Unless you're George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones, in which case, you won't. But then again, he stopped giving a shit a long time ago.
I'm an adult, Mama. Crippled or not, I can take care of myself now. It's time for you to focus on yourself. I can't wait to read that book. Love you. Yours.
So, I don't understand why some of these damn notes are narrated and some aren't. I would rather it be all or none, personally. Or the case where it's like super personal. Or maybe like ones that are written by this bitch get narrated, but the ones that aren't. I'd be fine with that too, but it's just a weird way of doing it. Motherfuck. Well, this is surprising. How the fuck is a staircase out of order? This isn't a fucking elevator. I better see a fucking gap in the staircase somewhere. Holy shit. Okay. I have a I fucked up knees, so I couldn't climb this fucking staircase even if I wanted to. But I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody would be able to climb this fucking staircase without a fucking elevator. Look at all that. Jesus. If this, again, I've never been in a lighthouse in real life, but I'll tell you what, if this is how lighthouses really are or really were back in the day, you better have the strongest knees known to mankind. And some damn good stamina. Because fuck. I gotta say though, like, of all places to put a writer, why put them in a fucking lighthouse? Like, honestly. Just seems like an odd choice to me, at least. I mean, when I do it, I just do it on a fucking laptop on a desk at home. I don't do it like this. And based on the fact it's a typewriter, I'm going to assume it's the 20th century. Oh, wait, or is it a... Fuck 100% of whatever the fuck that was. Fuck. So, I can tell right now, the sensitivity is a bit low, but I think it's like purposely designed that way. I know I could turn it up myself, but this is the default. I didn't change, I mean, you saw. I didn't change sensitivity, so I assume it's supposed to be this way.
Look, I'm aware of the rat's presence, okay? But nothing can be done about it. They've been on this island as long as anyone can remember. It's in our best interest to leave them be.
Wanna bet that fucking generator's gonna go out at some point? Oh, give me a second. Sorry, hang on. Okay, sorry, got a text message. Normally I would cut that out, but I can't. So one thing really quick about my production, when I stream these, I don't record these while I stream them. I just stream them. So I don't edit these at all. They just go up as they are. So because I think most people do, like, if you do like on Twitch, right? I think a lot of people like who will sit there and like record their streams so that way they can like edit it and then put it up or whatever, like, you know, or like make shorts out of it. I just stream it and that's the end of it. Why do I just stream it? Because like I used to do the editing and the whole process. I don't have the time for that anymore. My life has changed. That's why I only stream now. Like, that's why I do the streaming. If I were to do it the old way I used to do it, which is record and edit and then upload, then nothing would ever get uploaded because I would never have time to edit this shit. Or at least, well, put it this way, I would barely be able to upload. So, I would have one video come out a month, if that. So it's just easier to stream it like this. Fuck. Really? Fuck you. See, there we go. Fuck. Fuck. Motherfucker. Fucking painting. Okay, actually, hold. Let me go to settings. Sorry, this what's it called? Sensitivity is a bit too low. I gotta admit that. How quick is the camera? Yeah, that's too low. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go by 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I just wanted to make sure it stuck. Okay. Resume. Oh no, so hang on. That's a little bit too high now. 1, 2. Actually, okay, 1. Let me try one more time. Restore to default. Yeah, 1 up. 1 up would be just fine. Okay. Sorry, it was necessary. There we go. Okay. 1 up is just fine. So that was just a bit too slow. Fucking motherfuckers.
Might as well make some good use of the phone while I'm here.
Hello?
Hi, darling. I'm calling to let you know I'm here. Can you believe the agency already called to see if I was working?
That's insane. Did you at least have time to settle in a bit? How's the lighthouse? Inspiring? Spooky? Haunted?
All of these things. I was just looking around and it's certainly something. How are you? Do the meds work?
Don't you worry about me, Mama. This is your time to do your work. To live your life.
Well, maybe you're right. I should probably get to it then. Bye, son. Love you.
Love you too, Mama.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, I thought she was like calling her husband or some shit. I was about to say mama. I was about to say either that's your son or there's some kinky shit going on here. And weird kinky shit. Not good. Not the good kind. Okay, so it is her son. Oh, thank fuck. That was about to give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. God damn it. Oh, that's it? Okay.
I know how you must feel.
Panther Story,
Lost.
house.
Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
The painting, right? Every portrait that is painting with feeling is a portrait of artist, not of the sitter. Oscar Wilde, the picture of Dorian Gray. And here's motherfucking the real Layers of Fear. I assume that writer shit is gonna tie it in somehow, but I don't really care about it so far. But here's Layers of Fear, the OG shit. Was it a muzzle? And here's the motherfucking mansion I remember, right? Fucking A right. And he was an alcoholic and shit.
We would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such, decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning. Or else, the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers.
With best regards, Carl Denton. Pesky Pest Pacification Co. Okay, here's the thing. I would never call your company Pesky Pest Pacification. I get the alliteration, but bro, that is one way you can guarantee somebody doesn't remember your fucking products. Alright. All of you know that my mother is a sort of one does not take kindly to such accusations. He talked some shit about... he was talking some shit. Bourbon whiskey. 700 millimeter. Distilled and bottled. I've drinking a good amount of bourbon whiskey myself, and I will tell you this. In my experience, bourbon whiskey is shit whiskey. The only reason why anybody would buy it, in my opinion, is because it's cheap. So you can buy large quantities of it all at once if you just want to get shit-faced off bullshit. So what's the best whiskey I've ever had in my life personally? Easy. Southern Comfort. If any more good suggestions are to be had, I'm willing to listen to them. Although I don't really drink whiskey anymore, but still. I used to drink a fuck ton of it.
I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. We'll talk later.
Here's what I'll say right now. I was talking about how the atmosphere was brilliant in the first game and how I hope it exceeds it. Dude, first off, I mean, there's nothing right now, but like they had like the piano hymns and all that, and the graphics are pretty damn good for what they are. Dude, I don't think watching this purely through video or listening to it is enough to do it justice. But I'll tell you what, through these, dude, these rain sound effects, like the sounds of the rain on the roof and all that, the best I've ever heard in any video game ever, I think. Like straight up. The Medium had the best wind effects I've ever heard in my life. This is officially the best rain sound effects. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you it sounds like I'm actually in this mansion with actual rain pouring outside. Like rain can be pouring outside of where I'm at right now. And it would probably be louder. But like, I couldn't tell much of a difference. This is good immersion. Bloober Team, when it comes to atmosphere, mwah, you are the fucking best. The kitchen.
Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know.
I already read all that. I'll tell you, one thing I do wish this game had, though, was an option like Tomb Raider to where you could stop the automatic narration and just do your own shit, or me just do my own shit. Because these guys are narrating kind of slow, to be honest. In fact, the reason why I put the transcript down and then up twice now is to see if it stopped the automatic narration. It did not.
Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic, who wished to remain unnamed, went as far as to invoke, quote, the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Its distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown. revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting.
If you say expecting like that with no other context, the first thought is pregnancy. Typically at least. Papille.
How did they fuck up the length?
I don't know. Incompetence? Oh, mannequin. Oh. Well, there's one negative. You can see the feet, but nothing else. I like games like Outlast better, where you can look down and see your whole body like in real life. This has got to be like the 1970s. What time is it? What, 10:38 looks like, something like that, PM? Or was we're at 22:38? Oh, fuck me on several fucks. Don't fuck with that. You're gonna fucking lose a finger. Got a rap problem? Call us now and forget about it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Jesus fucking Christ! Ah. Fucking rat traps. You fucking with me? Motherfuck.
I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office.
Keys in his office. Fuck all that, let's go upstairs. Well... yeah, fuck that. Because they might have changed some shit, so I'd rather go upstairs
So
first.
sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake.
Funny thing is, there's people now that do the same shit. I know of people, well, not I know of. I know of multiple people, and of one personally, where they will straight up communicate, like they will be in adjacent rooms in the same house and communicate through text or some shit. I'll say what people have been saying ever since the past like 15 years. As close as technology has brought us, it has brought us equally further away. Fuck 100% of all that. I'll go to the basement first, actually, because I remember the fucking painting room being upstairs. Of course, it's been since, like... when the fuck did I play this game? 2017 or 18 or some shit? I think I played this game, like, initially, like, a year or two after initially released. So I played this original game, like, 5 fucking years ago or some shit, I think. Is this basement the new area, or has it always been here? And why in fuck do basements have to be so fucking creepy and horror shit? I've lived in a house with a fucking basement, and they are not this hardcore. Ironically enough, we actually did have a rat who got into the basement at one point, and we used a rat trap. And well, actually, we had two of them actually, and we also had cats. So you can imagine that the cats took care of one of them. The other one was a rat trap. That's the office, looks like. Fuck all that. Ain't that cute? Fuck it.
Hush. Daddy's here.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Time for the office.
Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some rough times right now. I really do. That's why I've agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place. For old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task, because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance. Please, get your shit together.
I didn't mention it before, but I'll mention it now. I think this is because the game is made by Bloober Team. From the medium, meaning the game, also by Bloober Team. The guy who said that just now, like that particular narrator, sounds an awful lot like Henry. Wonder why. Now, is it the same guy? Might not be, but to me it sounds just like him. I didn't mention it the first time around because I couldn't quite place the voice, but this time around I heard it clearly. So if it's not him, I will be astonished. Which means that if it is him, then it means either Bloober Team just likes working with the same people, which is fine, or maybe he just works for Bloober, which is also fine.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special.
You promised.
Trouble at home. One thing I will give criticism for, though, is that I get some lore background, but having arguments between like two characters like that solely through a note left behind that's narrated is not the best way to convey this shit. I will give it that criticism. Flintlock pistol. Antique. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's not for children. How about keep that premise but turn it into like an adult version of Little Red Riding Hood? And I find it funny because like when most people think adult, they automatically think sex. That's not what I think of. I just think of anything that's adult. Like if I when people use the words like adult film act, like a film actor or actress, I don't think of like, I don't know, Riley Reid or where the fuck her name is. I think of like even Scarlett Johansson. She's done like R-rated movies. And I believe the painting room was down here, correct? Or right here?
Been working all night.
Fuck you.
Might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. Quote, "She was simply astounding. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years," stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems even Anthony Giles, one of its harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating, quote, "There's more to performing music than enthusiasm in a pretty face." When asked if, after witnessing last night's performance, he regrets these words, Mr. Giles gave us a look that can only be described as a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said, "Yes." We caught up with the star.
That's the end of it for now. I gotta say though, so this is a game of artists. Because it looks like there's going to be 3 narratives here. One about a painter, one about a writer, one about a musician. All 3 of which are art. And I like art. I think it's a fine form of human expression. And art comes in more forms than we may think. Take even everyday lively things. I have never done this, but I'll use this as an example. Putting on makeup, right? A thing that predominantly females tend to do, right? Makeup by itself is art. Just saying. Art is how we express ourselves. Art is imagination. Art is life. By the way, I don't know. Take that for what you will. Maybe it's a cool quote. I don't know. When I first saw that roller bandage, I was about to be like, is there gonna be a healing mechanic in this game?
Sorry. Couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up.
Up again, yeah.
The long-awaited opening of the Galactic Department Store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wiring burst into flames. While the majority of the visitors managed to reach the emergency exits in time, several unfortunate attendees were trapped in the back of the building, having no chance to escape the raging inferno. The exact number of casualties has not yet been determined, although it is estimated that at least a dozen people have been severely injured. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, has so far declined the comment on today's tragic events.
I don't know if this is based on this, but this little reporting of the Galactic grand opening in flames, this whole thing reminds me of a real-life incident, which was the Triangle Shirtwaist factory fire, which happened, what year did that happen in? 1939 maybe? I don't remember the year that happened in. I'm almost going to look it up now. But yeah, it was just like that, where hardcore fire that killed lots of people and rewrote fire regulations and all sorts of shit. And yes, I'm looking it up. Oh, I was way off. I guessed 1939 because I just forgot 1911. Damn. In case anybody needs reminding, the Titanic sank in 1912. So that fire was before that happened. Like that fire was before the Titanic sank, before World War One. That's how long ago it was. Fuck. Guess that's it. And I believe the actual painting room is downstairs. I believe it's this room right here. Yep. And now this whole house, either it's going to go to a new chapter, like a new narrative again, or this whole house is about to change. One of the two. Because the next time I open this door, it won't be the same. These should all be locked, right? Okay. Alright. Let's say get it right this time. Let's say one last goodbye here. Goodbye, mansion. You're beautiful, but you gotta go away. Let's do this. Lost. You deserve it. Finish it. Alright. Let's finish this.
Two souls, so passionate, so talented, and yet they wanted to build something so ordinary. A home, a wife, a family, peaceful life. Betrayal of everything that made them both artists, and yet they clung to it.
No,
Such is
this
life.
is private.
Bitch, fuck your privacy. Well, as long as it's like a kid, you know. And here we go. Save the date. Request a pledge of your company to celebrate their wedding on Saturday, the 9th of June at St. Luke's Chapel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise known as 1400. Close on its own. Oscar Wilde. The Picture of Dorian Gray. And he kept that one on him. Honestly, I don't think the original game had any sort of I don't think he ever kept anything other than keys. I'll tell you what, this part, the window shuts. And the last time, I actually wish I had this face cam for the first time, because it freaked me the fuck out. I jumped back and everything.
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague, we find this date the best time to open the exhibition. We need time to set everything up. Getting a piano to our gallery will be no small feat.
Respectfully, Thomas Caldwell, Gallery. Indeed. just out of reach. Yeah. Had I not played this before, that would have got me. Now, I'll be honest with you. This just being a remake was not enough to get me to buy this. Because I did buy this game. The reason I bought it is because of the new elements and because they're supposed to be tying everything together. So I hope they pull that off well enough. And actually, ironic thing, there was supposed to be a game called Layers of Fears, like plural. I tried to look that game up, but I can't find shit. So my guess is Layers of Fears got reworked into this. Because I can't find shit, because I looked up Layers of Fears months back when it was first announced. And it was like, you know, oh, 2023 game, all that. But now I can't find shit. And I had never heard of this game until like 2 days ago. So, and it's because I was looking up Layers. I looked up Layers of Fears. Like, when is this supposed to be coming out again? I want to do a playthrough on it. Couldn't find shit. All I found was Layers of Fear 2023, and I was like, oh, what's that?
They don't understand what it takes to make a good painting. The work doesn't start with the brush. Just like family doesn't start with marriage. It starts with canvas.
Nice metaphor. The canvas being dating, I assume. It's a blank canvas and you fill it in. Which, by the way, let me go on a small tangent about relationships in general. Here's one issue with relationships these days. Many people expect a relationship to be already there, with no effort. How many people on the internet say, you know, can I just skip the dating phase and go straight to the part where I'm married with kids and yada yada yada? No, that's not how it works. That's the romanticism of it. Here's how a relationship really is. And if you're not prepared for this, then your romanticism is not in reality. Here's how it really is, metaphorically. Normally I use a house. Like this game uses a painting. Normally I use a house, but the painting also works, right? But you start off with barren ground, and you slowly build the house up, brick by brick, floor by floor, put furniture in that motherfucker, and guess what? By the time the house is good to go, it stands strong. Now, can it still be taken out? Yes. By an act of nature. Let's say a tornado. Could a tornado rip the roof off? Yes. But a tornado is a hardcore thing. Outside of the most hardcore of shit, that house will stay standing. Even if a brick or two get destroyed, they can easily be replaced. That's the metaphor I usually use, although a canvas of the painting works just as well too. Yeah, so anybody looking for a relationship, if you can't handle that, a relationship isn't for you, sorry. If you've been married 5 times and have 5 divorces and 3 kids with different people, no offense intended, then maybe look inward, possibly. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you're not expecting to build a house, you're expecting to walk into one that's already built. That's not the way you go about it. Or I guess maybe you're trying to draw on somebody else's already completed painting. I hope I'm providing any sort of words of wisdom here. Because I'm trying. I don't know if I'm the most poetic or the most eloquent, but I'm attempting it. Nothing here. Fuck. Is this new? This must be new right here. I don't remember this in the original game. Fuck.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
Not that round.
I'm not that round.
I like paintings, but here's my thing. I don't really give a fuck about people in paintings. I prefer landscape, personally. Just my preference. What the shit? Oh, fuck. And all these paintings are of people, which makes them all uninteresting to me. Fuck you, motherfucker. Is that new? I don't remember this happening. Then again, it's not like I remember the whole fucking game, so to be fair. This could have easily
I
happened.
think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to play it for you this evening. You're going to love it.
Fucking basement. With fucking blood pouring out of a fucking painting. Into a fucking... or the fuck that is.
Sorry I haven't written in a while. I've been swarmed with work. I gotta tell you, your last letter was... troubling, to say the least. I just can't believe she would set fire to your old paintings. Why would she do that? The lady in black especially? That was your tribute to her, wasn't it? I don't know what to tell you except to get her some professional help pronto. You could probably talk to someone as well. With all that's happened, I'm sure it would do you some good. I probably don't need to tell you that the buyer was sorely disappointed with the news. The new pieces just aren't selling as well as the classics. Anyway, I'll keep looking. You just hang in there and focus on your work. I know you still have it in you. I believe in you.
It would be fucked up to fuck up somebody's shit like that. Really hardcore style. Actually, before I go to this next door, one more thing on relationships I just thought of. Oh shit. Don't test. As in like loyalty. Because I get it. You never really know if somebody's loyal until their loyalty is tested. But testing somebody's loyal deliberately only increases distrust inherently. So you're only fucking yourself over and trying to make yourself safer. So what should you do instead? Easy and simple. Trust somebody until they give you a reason not to trust them. Whether it's from their past, as in once a cheater, always a cheater, or if they've done something currently. But if they've done something currently, don't assume shit, talk to them about it. Don't give the silent treatment. Communication is key. And you may think to yourself, well, isn't that a big risk? Yes, it is a big risk. But guess what? Relationships, whether it's marriage or not, probably the biggest risk of your entire life. It's a big gamble. You don't know if you're with the right person. That's true. You'll never know. Well, I mean, you might at some point, but you get what I mean. It's always a risk. The only question, though, is it a risk worth taking? Well, that's up to you to decide. But I'll tell you this, in general, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, and like I just said, relationships are the biggest risk of them all. So if you play your cards right, you can get a lifetime reward of greatness. I hope that was well spoken. I don't know if it was or not. You can't fight her. She will break you. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, my fucking god. Don't tell me they did this. Did they add some kind of stalker villain to fuck with you? I swear to fuck. Because, like, every Resident Evil game now has to have some kind of fucking stalker villain for no fucking reason. I really fucking hope they didn't fucking do that again this time. Like, having a stalker villain in a game is fine, but Resident Evil just does it too much now. I know every other game thinks they have to do it too. And the original Layers of Fear did not have a stalker villain, so I really fucking hope they didn't put one here. I really fucking hope that. She will break me. Like a Kit Kat bar. So where is she? Shelly! Fuck! Is she like the wife or some shit? Ha. Four. Like moths to flame. 6.
No matter what we did, the fireplace just wasn't enough to warm this room.
Motherfuck.
Don't be scared. It's just a book, Birdie.
Just a book. How the fucking room just fucking went flying. Fuck you mean don't be scared? Just a fucking book. Look closer. 4, 6. Nine. So 4, 9, 6. Fuck. So, what the fuck does this go to?
This is fine. This is good. These are great conditions. I can finish it. I can. I will. I need to. For all our sakes. For our family.
For a family? Or just for you? Go on. Tip the scales.
Fucking motherfucker. Fuck. Fuck. Which color should I choose? Fuck. Fuck. It'd be cool as fuck to actually have paintings come to life like that. Fuck.
Green of her eyes.
Fuck.
The red of my paint.
Fuck. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck.
Prosthesis snatchers, insatiable bastards. Can't afford a new one. Why the damn leg?
Shapeless dreams. Fuck. Fuck that shit. I ain't fucking with that.
I had the most beautiful dream last night. I dreamt he came to me, embraced me, loved me, as he once did. But we both know that while I dreamed my silly little dream, it was you. It was you he really lusted for.
Some fucked up shit.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Perfect relationships may look great on the silver screen.
Speaking of
The
relationships,
rest of us mortals have to face the simple truth. Nobody's perfect. And you know what? That's fine. In fact, many loving couples struggle with day-to-day life in a relationship. This does not make them any less special. It just takes some work. And we're here to help. Our consultants, all trained experts in their field, will help you identify the source of your troubles and deal with it at your own pace. Whether it's simple miscommunication, money problems, or conflicting personalities, where there's a problem, there's always a solution. And remember, it's never too late.
it's not too late. It's never too late. Speaking of relationship shit. She will break you. The past holds back.
I think we should drop the toccata here. People won't be able to concentrate on anything but your music. It's about our family after.
So she might not feel great about that. Thank fuck. Honestly. Was I gonna go in there? No, but I was just gonna open the door, because last time, I think it was like some crying woman on her knees. Oh, it'll close on its own. I didn't fuck with it last time, but I just opened the fucking door. Oh, fuck. What? That's what I thought. By the way, I spaced the fuck out just now, so... Is there nothing I can do here? What? That's interesting. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Haha. No! Son of a bitch. Wait a fucking minute, that's... Is that the only one? What? Motherfucker. God damn it. I'm not just gonna sit here all fucking day, but like... I am trying to figure this out if I can. Got to be no way I can look forward to. What? I'm looking for any discernible difference here. Not from that one. Son of a bitch. Got that motherfucker. That took a little while to get, I'll admit it. But I got it on my own, with no external help. So fuck you.
How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart?
I can answer that.
My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just slithers in and out of his study, obsessively working on one veiled painting after another.
That's why.
He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day. That pathetic, hurtful look. A combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion. I've come to realize that I've become a monster in my husband's eyes. It feels like nothing a woman should ever experience. Still, being the good wife that I am, I decided to realize my husband's fantasy. If he thinks me a monster, I will sure as hell act the part.
Interesting thing here. Begins by saying, loved you so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart. The rest of this entire document answers that question. Here's the thing. A relationship is all about being a partner. Like, people, I feel like for a lot of people, I feel like when they call their significant other partner, they use it a bit flippantly. No, that's your partner. That's supposed to be like a lifelong partner. That's your teammate. That's your best friend. Fucking treat them like it. Here's the thing. Okay, my husband barely speaks to me anymore. Like, then that at that point, now I understand this whole part I believe because like she got disfigured, right? That's a whole part of it. Like, if your partner, whether it's girlfriend, husband, wife, or the fuck, gets disfigured, like in a fire, for any good partner, that won't matter, like whatsoever. And so she's like, I decided to realize I'll just act the part. No, fucking talk to me, okay? So basically, to answer the question here, how can people who love each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? Because you stop acting like a fucking partner, like a teammate, like a best friend. You start keeping secrets, and that secret drifts apart. It loses the trust. If you treat your partner like a fucking partner, then you should have no fucking troubles. Words of wisdom. Shimino, maybe I should start charging by the hour, man. Let's see. Let's make it $50 an hour. And this stream's been going on for I don't know how long at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's at least $50. No, I'm fucking with you.
Watch him drown.
Dear sir or madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us, and especially our children. Please, consider that not everyone is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police.
Here's the thing. Being somewhat of an artist myself in some ways, some of us have to get up early and work for a living. That part of it. Here's the thing about it. This is to anybody who criticizes artistry as not being a real job, because there are people like that. Here's the thing. You have to get up early and work for a living, quote, right? Well, what about, so when you get off work, because they're criticizing artists as not being as not being important, basically. When you get off work for the day, that book you want to read, without that artistry, fuck your book. That movie you want to watch when you get off of the day with your family, without artistry, fuck that movie. That video game you want to play when you get off, in your own leisurely time, fuck that video game. Without artistry, none of that is possible. So don't give me that horse shit. Someone has to get up early and work for a living. Because every single thing, maybe not everything, because if the way that that you prefer to spend your off time is by like hiking or some outdoorsy shit like that, then good to you. But if it's in any sort of way technological entertainment, you can thank artistry. Even the most mundane shit, even those fucking jerk-offs who, I hope this isn't anybody here, but even those people where they'll make a fucking 30-second video of them dancing to some fucking song. As perfunctory as it is, even that is art. It's shitty art, but it's art. So for anybody who even likes that type of shit, even that counts.
My home is my castle. Locked inside, I am safe.
Someone giving you hard times? Forgive that helicopter or airplane, whichever one it is. A helicopter. I think it's a helicopter just flew above where I'm at. You might want to get that fixed. Going in circles. I see that. But every time, something will change, until something significant enough changes. So no need to worry. Going in circles. Now we got a bottle of whiskey up in this bitch. What's the difference here? I'm pretty sure that bottle had something to do with an alternate ending. Because the original had alternate ending, so I only assume this one does too.
I hated it. Always felt as if it wasn't my hand that wrote the letters when using it. I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. We'll talk later.
Actually, speaking of which, well, not him, but speaking of the artistry that I was just talking about, AI. So, people who are creative, aka artists like that, right? Here's the thing about artists, they're creative. Here's the thing about creative people. If creative people aren't creating something, they're fucking miserable. So, with AI, everybody knows this, but man, creative people might be leading miserable fucking lives. And the worst part is, it may not make a fucking difference to anybody else. So you know what, lady? You're thinking about, getting up early and all that? Even artists might have to start doing that, since their talent will now be wasted. It's a fucking shame. But as much as a fucking shame as it is, it's a reality. Ugh.
In an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibition, this is how we want to live our life. Music accompanies my paintings just as she will accompany me."
I already read the whole thing. You can go back and watch if you want.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
Quite beautiful. If I do say so myself.
I have a responsibility. Finish it!
Stay away. She's close. I have two issues with this if there really is about to be a stalker villain. Two of them. Number one, like I said before, it's overplayed now. But even more than that, number two, this game's gameplay isn't built around it. Now, having one section here and there of an enemy is fine, but having a stalker enemy, if that's what they're going for here, won't work with this kind of game. Can I stay away?
What we witnessed today, while entirely worthless in artistic terms, might be an invaluable case study for psychologists. These harsh words came from none other than Jason Hughes. The famed critic was one of the first to appreciate the works of, and whose praise once contributed to his first spectacular success. When asked if such brutal criticism was indeed called for, especially in light of the recent tragic events, Hughes responded, quote, "As critics, it is our duty to critique art, but not to judge the..."
I already read it, so I don't care anymore. Yep, I can't go any further back, so I guess this is it. Alright, well. She's here, stay away. I can't stay away. I have to keep pressing forward, so... Fuck. Fuck you, bitch.
Linen. Anyone can paint on a linen canvas. I am not anyone.
Speaking of anyone, I'll talk about fatherhood for a brief moment. Now granted, this is a quote from a movie, so not my own quote. But still, here's the quote. Any fool with a dick can make a baby, but it takes a man to be a father.
First, I looked for a cat.
How did they fuck up the lid?
I don't remember coming back here this earlier, so I guess this is a part of the stuff that's new.
Figured you'd be up all night.
So at this point, I'm just... And just like that, about ready for round 2.
How can two people who...
Oh, these are the documents I've collected so far.
Moths,
Okay.
drawn to the fire between them. No matter if the flame was desire, despair, or hate.
First, I looked for a canvas. No.
Past catches on. Well, at this point, I think round 1 is good enough. I'm going to go and end the stream here. Thank you for your time. Goodbye for now.